I have never. Hey y'all, we back. Okay. So here's what happened. I don't know what happened. Some kind of way, our videos have been trending on YouTube. We ranked first page for crypto. Y'all, listen, I don't know what happened, but we got bombarded with about 30 to maybe 40 or 50 people, and they're still coming in. And yeah, I don't know where they're from. I don't know if they really want to have coffee and talk crypto with us. I know one of them didn't have no shirt on and was doing all this with his boobies. And
I don't
then
know
there
what
was
happened.
a little person that came on and just did this. And then there was the guy that was just shooting at us.
Yeah. There was one slinging stuff across the floor.
But yeah, but listen, let me tell you, the first thought that comes to my head is if they were either that excited about crypto or wanted to learn that anybody can do it. I'll be damned. Listen, that is not proof of its own that anyone can do it. I don't know what else is, because some of those people need to be seeing somebody to talk to and getting some little pills to help them. All right. I'm so thrown off, but that was so funny. I was just sitting over here talking about, we only had to kick one person out before. So I'm like, how do you kick 30 people out at the same time? I need to go to the house.
Right. That's why I'm like, okay, I had to get off. I got a mouse. I'm about to be ready. I'm logging in.
Okay. So y'all, that was fun. But listen, again, today is, we won't call it Fun Friday ever again, ever. We are now gonna call it Freedom Friday or something, because the party animals came to partay. They wanted part of this. So which rightfully they should. So listen, I'm still cracking up inside. Let's talk again. We started the conversation talking about our coins, the coins that we love, the ones that we are investing in, and on Friday we share them with you guys. So let's talk crypto, y'all. Let's talk, crypto and coffee is a very casual, laid black daddies in the waiting room, y'all.
Oh my God. Whose daddy is it?
We don't know. Hopefully he has his shirt on.
Sure. Listen, if it ain't one of these Top Shot blockchain strategist daddies, he don't need to be in here. Just saying.
Keep your shirt on, daddy.
Keep your shirt on. So yeah, that was very weird, Kevin. Yeah. Okay. So somebody sent me a private message. Oh, they were wilding out, y'all. I'll share those later. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. Crypto. Fun Friday, which is now going to be changed to Freedom Friday, because the freaks come out on Fun Friday. Especially when you're talking about money. So let's talk a little bit about our coins. Favorite coins, lady, favorite coins. We were talking about Ethereum and how Ethereum is supposed to overtake Bitcoin in the next few years. It's a bold ass statement coming out of Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is known for making big money moves strategically. And normally, because they have so many paid people who do this all day, they're right. So in addition to that, our people, our 7, 8, and 9 figure mentors are also making bold claims, pretty much matching the same thing that Goldman Sachs is saying. But right now, Ethereum is below 2,500 and Bitcoin is over 35,000. That's a huge stretch. So to put out a claim that says Ethereum will overtake Bitcoin in the next few years, someone would look at that and go, this makes no sense. Well, 2021 ain't making a whole lot of sense. Dogecoin went up to 72 cents. So What are your thoughts, lady? Let's talk about it. Francis.
So I honestly, like I was saying before the freaks came out on Fridays, I think over time, and I don't even want to say I think, right? My thought process behind what I see when I put an Ethereum chart next to, I'm not really sure what is happening, but when I put an Ethereum chart right next to Bitcoin, it follows pretty much the same trend in terms of growth. So this is, hold on, I'm gonna y'all go ahead, Marilyn, and share your thoughts. I'm gonna get on from another device real quick. But yeah, I'm pretty confident in Ethereum. Like I can see a $40,000 Ethereum in 2021.
I'll just say that after yesterday's show, I actually went and did some more research on it, bought 2 more coins.
Yes.
I mean, what I saw was, okay, this is what I read, that it's outperforming Bitcoin at 240%. And that's all I had to see before I was in my crypto.com wallet buying more. That's pretty much my short answer. If it does, like I said, I will not be left behind. As far as my new Litecoin, my new favorite coin, I already told you what my new favorite coin is. It's Litecoin. And the only reason I say that is it's very simple. It's a stable coin. And if Litecoin starts to perform like Ethereum, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a whole bunch of it, because Litecoin is also another coin that I'm starting to watch now.
Yeah, when a month or so ago, when one of our mentors mentioned picking up some Litecoin, actually what was said was pick up X amount of Bitcoin, pick up X amount of Bitcoin. Francis, I'm going to turn host over to you.
Okay, I'm actually getting on from a different device. If you could get me host from the one that says Francis too.
Okay.
I'm getting on right now with a mouse. Cause I mean, don't let the hood out of me. I could get a little ruthless in the chats, but we ain't even gonna go there. Like let's just have a good time. We're trying to put you on. Look at this madness. Oh my goodness. These kids have no life.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go to the internet and CNBC, Morgan Stanley is the trending topic and what they're doing.
Francis, let me know when.
Okay. In here, I believe, since I'm
actually, you're the host, so you can do it.
Yep, I'm about to give my device main host on my laptop.
Okay.
And then I'll just be on here as a co-host. So here we go. All right, ladies, go ahead. I can talk as I do this. So I'm about to just remove them.
Okay, so.
Ain't nobody got time for these.
All right, yo, I have no idea what's happening. But anyway, woo, Friday, fun Friday. Let's get back to the coins. The fun thing about doing things on the internet is sometimes you attract crazy people,
weirdos,
and sometimes you attract amazing people. What I love, you say, let's give them a show. No, and what I love is that we have the ability to come on and empower and educate people. It's not about, the latest hairstyle, the latest how you look, what you wear, what you dress. We're just real people doing extraordinary things, living extraordinary lives. And, we knew coming into this, with trying to grow a team and trying to empower people and educate the masses, this comes with it. So I'm actually kind of flattered when I think about it, that someone thinks enough that they want to waste 10, 15 minutes of their time to entertain us actually is kind of
Right.
fun when you think about it, in a crazy, demented way. But as far as Ethereum is concerned, Francis, I got on the charts again yesterday too, and
Yeah.
watched exactly what it was that you said to me. And I gotta tell you, yesterday I said, you know what? I think when Ethereum goes into its bullish market in the next couple months, we're gonna see 12,000. I still think that's probably what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna go up to about 10 to 12,000 in the next couple months, starting in July, based on what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
However, I think from August, September, it's going to do what Bitcoin did. I think that it's
Yeah.
going to shoot up. And based on what I'm looking at, based on what Francis told us about, and based on other predictions, I think that Ethereum has a chance to go up as high as 40 to even maybe 45,000 by December. Now, at first, when I was reading all of that, and I was going, man, that's a bold ass claim. That's a bold ass statement to say that it's going to go that high. But when you
Yeah.
go and look at it, it's projecting exactly the way Bitcoin did. The only difference is Bitcoin took longer to gain this type of momentum. I mean, granted, Ethereum has been around, but there was never any plan for Ethereum to go the way that it is. Now, Ethereum pretty much runs everything. All of the cryptocurrency, a good majority of it is run off of Ethereum. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. One thing I can say for sure, I still have my other favorite coins like Litecoin, Marilyn just mentioned. I gobbled up a whole bunch of them when they dropped back down. And I'm cheering for Litecoin, like Litecoin is my own child. I'm just like,
yes.
I
love it.
You can do it, Litecoin. And
Do it.
yeah, exactly. I'm like,
right.
cheering. And Ethereum is Ethereum is still beta me. Ethereum, I believe, is going to take off, and we're all going to look back and wish we had gotten in when it was a few pennies, but we're going to be thankful that we still had an opportunity to get in at 2,500, because at the end of the year, I'm also projecting off my limited knowledge that we're going to see Ethereum between 30 and possibly as high as 45,000. I can't tell you how excited I am, because of course we bought us some more. But,
yes.
Francis,
Ethereum is powerful.
Well, not only is it powerful, but it's life changing for some people, because they got in on it. Like right now, I'm going to be honest, if we knew now what we knew back when Bitcoin was rising, a lot of people like myself was like, oh, well, it's 2000 now. Who wants it at 2000? Like I should have got in. Well, hell, if I was smart, I would have, because it went from 2000 all the way up to 64, as high as it hit, 67, wherever it was.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing. It's about recognizing, not that you're late right now, because if you're in the conversation right now, you're not late. But this is very time sensitive when we talk about a $2,400 token right now going up to potentially 40,000 and beyond. Like if you seriously put an Ethereum chart right next to Bitcoin's chart, the movements are the same. What we can anticipate next year about Ethereum that's happening this year is going to be the same exact thing at a higher level, because it's testing out a newer low right now to get to its next high, just like Bitcoin, right? That's why it's on sale. But I even want to dare to talk about a couple of projects that, because we know it's Bitcoin, it's Ethereum for me, like it's Litecoin. I love all three of them, and those are what we consider main coins that should be in your portfolio. Not that we're giving you financial advice, but they're surely in ours, because we understand, we see what's happening with these projects. But another really powerful one is Polkadot. And when we talk about why, the symbol or abbreviation for it is just DOT. But when we talk about Polkadot, it is so powerful, because you guys, typically cryptocurrencies run off of one blockchain, right? And when we talk about Polkadot, it is literally an ecosystem of blockchains. So when we talk about the power of a project like that, it's powerful for a lot of different reasons. And I love polka dot. I think I love it because of when I was able to buy it because of wise counsel. I bought polka dot when, yes, thank you guys, by the way, for dealing with all the madness and still coming to get your sauce. Because you know, there's really no, you know what they say, the bigger the triumph, uh you're gonna get some trials in between. We getting some weird people, and that's okay. That's how you know we're doing something right and we're educating the masses, right? When it gets to the masses and people feel like they got to come say a couple things. But polka dot, it's really powerful, and its security system, you guys, is like none other. So when we talk about the power, you guys, listen to this. I bought polka dot when it was around $3. Polka dot is sitting around the $21 area. So when we talk about being the largest digital asset class as far as crypto in general, I mean, $3 to 21, that does not take a lot of math to know that my investment 7 times itself, right? If you had put $100, it could be 700. If you had put, 500, you can do the math, right? Times that by 7. And so it's powerful to know, um, you know, the power of it being time sensitive. So Polkadot is one that I really love, ladies. I know y'all bought some, but that is one of my favorite because of it not being one blockchain, right? It's an ecosystem. And if you guys want to get geeky, you can go look it up on their site, but it does so many other things for the world than it just being a cryptocurrency, right? And then I'll give you another one of my favorites, and I'll hand it back over to Marilyn and Pam to, to let you know. And Jen, to answer your question, it is not too late. I'm still buying Polkadot. I kind of do it on a dollar cost average. So every week I'm buying a set amount, whether it's 20, 25, just to keep adding to my arsenal. Even though I bought it when it was really cheap, I know where it's going. And so it's still something that I'm continuing to buy. And you can do it in really small amounts, $20 every week, and just put yourself on a set schedule, because it's only going to keep going up because it's a system, an ecosystem of multiple blockchains. And that's really powerful. So another one is Sushi Swap. You guys, I thought this was the weirdest crypto when I first heard about it. And truth be told, Pam, are you good being host now? Okay. Truth be told, Sushi Swap is another one that I love. And I think it's because, so I come from the world of banking, right? And I understand that we function in a centralized banking system, meaning they have all the control. And so when we talk about, why is Sushi Swap really powerful? It's because it's a decentralized finance token, right? So it does a lot to the world of decentralized finance, meaning it's not controlled by any one power that be, if you will. And Sushi Swap is great because it just alleviates a lot of the problem that we see when we look at our current banking system, because it is very flawed, right? Y'all know, leaving $20,000 in an account to not get 200, that is flawed to me, right? So when I look at Sushi Swap, and again, I just took wise counsel. I bought Sushi Swap at $1.30, you guys. It is up to $8. And so it is really all about not ever feeling like, man, that fear of missing out, but you should have a little bit of this is time sensitive, a sense of urgency, right? I don't want you to feel like you've missed out, but this is really time sensitive, because when we look at a project like that could potentially go to $30, even if you start buying some now at $8, the projection is 30 and beyond. So even if you buy it at $8, right? Instead of taking $40 and going to get your nails done, ladies, I love you. But if you're really looking to start investing and getting smart about certain moves, listen, I'm going to tell you what I do when I want some cute nails. And this is not because I can't go get my nails done. This is just where I'm at with the time sensitivity part of crypto, right? So the way I see it is I go to Target, you guys, and I get those they have like these cute kiss sets now, girl. They got like the coffin shapes and the pointy ones and the real short ones, and it's $7. I get the good glue too, and when I'm done, I can take them off with no problem. They don't mess up my little nail bag. They look healthy still because I get my protein in. But my point is, I understand that $40 could easily buy me what, 4 or 5 sushi swap tokens, right? And here, when it goes to $30, that's more than 3 timesing itself. So yeah, $40 might seem like a little bit, but I want you to think about the fact that $40 can easily go to 120 if we just prioritize the urgency with a lot of these projects. So those are two that I'm really, really loving. And then we'll talk about Matic, but I'm gonna hand it over to you, Pam, and to you, Marilyn. And like, share your thoughts. Are you loving Polkadot? Have you gotten some? Because I love them. I love them both.
I'm actually new to Polkadot, so I haven't had it until recently. It was on my list of coins to buy. That was my dog having a bad dream. I guess I stole her food. I know how you feel, girl. Me on this girl, I know how you feel. I feel like crying, keep drinking this juice.
Listen, I was having that protein shake this morning after the gym. Like, I just really want a big breakfast, the combination platter.
Who is you telling? I could go for some biscuits and gravy. Okay, so one of my next coins that I really, really love is it's so many, but I'm gonna say Cardano. Love me some Cardano. Listen, look it up, see what's going on with it. But Cardano is doing some amazing things. Again, we're not giving advice. We're just telling you some of the coins that we love, and Cardano happens to be one of them. All right. So the other one that I really love is VeChain. Let me tell you, when it dropped down a while back, I just gobbled up a whole bunch of it. Now it's a slow mover. It's not moving fast. You're not seeing money boom, boom, boom. But you got to remember, with my portfolio in particular, about 90% of my portfolio is stable coins. Mm-hmm. I'm going for the long haul with them. So 90% of what I do, I have investments that I pretty much, whether they go down $5,000 or they go up $10,000, doesn't matter, because I'm not planning on touching them for at least 10 to 15 years. Okay. So that's what the majority is. Now I have 10%, if even that much, it's probably closer to 5%. Actually, it's a little less than 5% of what I call fun money. And those are coins that I actually play with. Those are coins that if they take off, they take off. If they don't, they don't. But the reason I bought them is because at the time when I was able to, they were so cheap that for me, now this is not investment advice, but to me, I was like, you know what? If I lose $300, I lose $300, you know, because that's how I look at all investments. I have to put up something that I'm willing to lose. Of course, I do my due diligence on any and every investment I make, even outside of cryptocurrency. I do total due diligence. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, for me, some of the coins are worth the risk. Some of the coins have the possibility to be able to do more. And so I have taken a risk with some of my portfolio. Very small percentage, but I own SHIB. I am part of the SHIB army. I love that little coin. I tell you what, it goes up, goes down. It just does all kind of things, but they have good expectation for it in the future. But again, if it doesn't go anywhere, I'm okay with the investment that I made, but I'm willing to sit on it 3 to 5 years, because if it goes where it's supposed to go, I'm gonna be almost a billionaire. So, but if it doesn't, and I get my money back out of it, I'm okay with that too. But for me, that's a fun thing for me to do. It's kind of like, ooh, you know, we playing the yachts we're gonna buy and everything based on our imaginary money that we're making as part of the SHIB army.
So and can I add one thing? Can I add one thing, Pam, to your VeChain conversation, VET? So VeChain, it is going to become way more powerful. And again, you know, Pam none of us really say this as financial advice, but this is why we're making our solid investments. So VeChain, I think it's down to maybe like 10 cents. It's also on sale. Because if we understand this is where, like, at first, I'll be honest, I didn't care about like what is the use necessarily. I just wanted to know, is it a good move or not? And that's how I started. But then for me, I understood coming in to be an investor that that's a commitment. And so when the prices would drop, I would then start to say, okay, well, do I stay in it? Right. And of course, I seek wise counsel. I go to the people with the results. And so I get that. But then the second part of what I ask myself is, okay, if this is still a good move, then why am I going to stay in it, right? As an investor, because now I want to know why I'm staying in this investment and if I'm going to put more into it than I had already. And VeChain is really important to me. My degree, I took a lot of like project management, supply chain management, but VeChain as a project is going to innovate the world of supply chain management and the business world in general. So when we talk about, is it still a good move? It absolutely is, because think about where technology is right now and how it's already phased out a lot of jobs. And you can see that just from the pandemic, right? It happened to my job. I got replaced by AI, which is artificial intelligence. And so when we look at, is it still a good move? First of all, it's only 10 cents, you guys. What's the worst thing that's going to happen if you put $25 into a 10-cent project? You could have eaten that at Applebee's on the 2 for $24, right? Or 22. I don't eat there, so I don't really know. I just see the menu on TV. But that's what I love about VeChain and why I'm still going to keep dumping some money into it, because I know that it's about to innovate supply chain management in a major way, which we're going to need innovation in the business world with what's happening with technology in general. So that's to back up your wise decision on VeChain, Pam, because I'm all over it.
Yeah. And, let me add this in too. All of us learned this information from the academy that we're part of. We are both part of an amazing academy. And listen, I knew about investing from different perspectives, but not crypto. I actually got involved with I Am Academy because I wanted to learn everything that I could about crypto. And after doing a whole lot of research, I kept coming back here. I kept coming back to this space. I kept coming back to this company and to the mentorship and the team who provides all of the education and information to me. And I'm going to tell you, at first, the initial part was, I just want to learn how to buy some crypto. I don't want to miss out again on the gold rush. And that's where my head was at. But the more I got into it, it was fascinating to me. It was fascinating that pretty much the way I saw it was cryptocurrency works the same way as the stock market, but had 100 times the potential. And that's probably a low number. But when I kept seeing all of the different currencies and what they did, I said, this is insane. You don't have to be the brightest person in the room to understand when billionaires and millionaires are starting to move their assets, a good portion of their assets, over to cryptocurrency. That's really a big deal. Those are wealth indicators, huge wealth indicators. I don't know how much more you need to know when you're seeing the movement itself. Bitcoin is not even 15 years old, and it has went from nothing, and at its highest peaked at $60-some thousand. And that's just a stopping point, because it will continue to go and it will continue to grow. And Bitcoin, they are estimating that Bitcoin, if depending upon what analysis you look at, will go as high as $250,000, upwards to $1 million or more. So that brings me back to my favorite coin right now is Ethereum.
Right.
Because Ethereum is still within my reach. I can get me a coin or two, right? So Ethereum is still within my reach financially. And for a lot of people, even if you can't buy one whole coin, the great thing about crypto is that you can buy a piece of it. So if you only have $200 to invest right now, put $200 on something.
Right.
Do your due diligence. Again, not financial advice, but do your research. and look up Ethereum, because right now that $200 can turn into 2,000 for you, maybe as soon as this year. So for
Yeah.
me, it's better than having my money in the bank where the bank is doing absolutely nothing for me other than telling me to
Nothing.
kiss their ass and giving me a few pennies to do it. And because we're so used to storing our money in the bank, we haven't had many options before cryptocurrency came around. What were the options? You either put them into investments, you put them into some type of, you know, gold, silver, something, you know, physical. But realistically, most people did not want to just have all their money sitting in investments. So they wanted their money in accounts, something that they can get hold to if they need to. That's what cryptocurrency does for us. Cryptocurrency allows us to have our money, making money. You can borrow against it. You can, you know, I get weekly dividends on all of my currency because I have it sitting where they're able to access it, but I'm able to access it too. It's just a really beautiful thing. You guys have no idea how much money can be made. But we try and not go too techie on here because this is a show for beginners, also for people getting started. So Marilyn, give us another favorite coin of yours.
Okay, so I've been moonlighting with Cardano, and I like to I like to get to know my coin, you know, develop a relationship with it. And what was fascinating for me, you know, on a personal level, was that Cardano is actually named after Roberta Cardano, and she's deaf. She's the 11th president of, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Galute. It's a university in Washington, D.C. And they're even behind Cardano, they're even thinking about, there's a buzz about teaching, because sign language, she's deaf. They're thinking about teaching babies sign language from birth. So
oh, wow.
I thought that was really interesting because I love doing research. And I was like, oh my God, Cardano is doing some stuff. And it's, you know, it's a blockchain platform. That's another reason why. And I also found out that it is the first to be founded based on pure peer reviews. It's also reminds me some of Ethereum. It could be Ethereum's girlfriend or, you know, mistress, because it's actually releasing products for identity management and products for traceability. Now I know Francis knows more about what I'm talking about because I'm still discovering this stuff, but I'm starting to develop my relationships with my coins and getting to know them. You know? I can go in my portfolio and be like, girl, what you doing today, Cardano? what's new with you?
Yep. Yeah, it's Cardano's powerful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I love about our little trifecta here is that all of us have different reasons why we invest. All of us have different ways that we look at it, you know, and none of us are really pegged a certain way. But I can tell you, and this is really sounds horrible, but I'm just being transparent because that's what we do here on Crypto and Coffee. I can care less. I just, at the end of the day, I look at the big, I'm one of them people who did well in school because of Cliff Notes. You know, it's like, I don't want, if the thing is a whole page, I just want to read the bullet points and the highlights. I want to know what's on the test so I can pass. That's me. So I didn't know all of that. And it's very interesting. What I do know is that it has a lot of purposes and it's going to make me a lot of money.
It sure is.
Things work for me. As long as it has purpose and it's going to make me money, it's okay. But I will say that Dogecoin, which I'm not part of, is very interesting because it did not have a purpose initially when it set out. And it was just a joke. And that joke made a whole lot of millionaires. So I think responsible investing is to put the bulk of your money into stable coins that actually serve a purpose, going to do something, will serve humanity, will serve technology, will do something. But reality is there are a lot of the meme coins that are coming out that really don't have a purpose. starting out, and they're starting to create purposes once they get following behind them. That's what's so fascinating to me about crypto. That's the stuff that I kind of love, because I always root for the underdog. And so for me, I look at it and say, oh, you know what? Somebody got Dogecoin as a joke, and they put $300 into it and they made $200,000. So for me, that's exciting to see that somebody who maybe didn't have hold to 20 grand or 30 grand is still able to participate. And what that does for them, you think about this, y'all, totally off subject, but y'all know, if y'all been on any of these sessions before, I do it every day. So this is what happens. That person who put in $200 and it turned into 200,000 for them, or whatever it did, they have learned now that they can invest and they can make a difference and they can make money. So they become a long-term investor. And that $200 that maybe was a struggle for them to put together, guess what? Now they've built some form of wealth for them, because somebody who can barely put together $200, I can promise you 200,000 is a million or even a billion for them. So that all brings me back to why this academy is so important. When people tell me, you know, well, it costs, I don't have the money, how am I going to invest? I'm like, how, if you don't have the money, you need to do this. You need to look at this. You need to take the $10 or the $100, because I know people tell me they don't have money, but they have, you know, nails spiked out, they have hair coloring, they have the latest purse, and I'm not knocking any of that. And I bring that up frequently to say, you have to prioritize what's important to you. You know, part of the reason why we come on here and there, you don't see no whole song and dance, is because we're real people. We represent real women, and they are just like us, and they are kicking ass in this community. They are making a whole lot of money. It's not about how you look, it's about the information that you have. And the education is what we all came for. A community is what we got. But I say that to say, if struggling to come up with a little bit of money is a problem for you, then you need to be doing something. I would strongly suggest doing this, because it will change your life, and the people in the community will change your life. Francis, I'm going to go in a little bit, but I would prefer you do it. Let's talk a little bit about the academy and how people can get started.
So honestly, it is super simple. The person that put you on here can fill you in, but right now, what I tell people is there are too many indicators in the world for you to not learn cryptocurrency. And I don't say that from a place of like, oh, come to the academy. I don't know if if this is your first time on here or you've been coming, but someone doing this alongside us or not does not change our situation as investors. And that was the biggest thing for me. But it is selfish of me, almost in a sense, to not bring this information to people when I just told you I bought a coin when it was at $1.13 or $1.30 and it's up above $8. That's criminal for me to not tell somebody. So as far as access, it's really simple, because the truth is there's a lot of misinformation on the internet and this is very time sensitive. Is it going anywhere? No, but it's what's going to happen with it that becomes an issue if you wait type of situation. So the academy is so powerful, you guys, because we're structured in 3 core pieces. We give people access on the go. What does that look like? I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools, because I literally live from this thing on an iPad. I don't have to have a laptop with me everywhere I go, but this is an app, because on iPads you can put apps like your iPhone. This is an app where the educators, which I'll tell you about the second piece, feed opportunity to this app. They're telling me what's happening in the crypto world. They're showing me why, and they're showing me what to do if I want to take a move with them. I don't know about you, but if someone has a very hefty multiple figure portfolio, I'm going to take the move. And then for me, like Pam said, she's not really into the details. That's the beautiful thing, is that we're all different with one main purpose. We're here to build wealth for real and be committed to that. So for me, I use this and then I get really geeky. I want to know all about it. Well, why is it that? And at least I know where to go get my quality, unbiased research from these apps on the go. So not only do you get a tool like that, because you guys, we understand people are busy. That was me. When I first saw this academy, I was working full time, sometimes 40, sometimes 68 hours with a 1-year-old at home. That was not life. But I understood if I had a tool on the go like this, I would be all right. And then, of course, you guys, we got to get people educated. So we take it all the way back to the basics. Like Pam said, sometimes it's best to keep it simple. How can we simplify this in a way where people can get the most basic information that they need and take it up to mastery in a way that it's still kept simple? And that's what we do. We go as simple as, what is digital currency? That's where we start, because we understand people come to this not knowing anything. And then, of course, we have a live streaming platform. This is probably the most powerful piece to me, is the fact that you get access to mentorship 24/7 and it's live. What does that look like? I'm literally on with an educator that is vetted by our CEO, which he's very well sought out outside of this academy. Global organizations want him to teach them the skill set of trading, the skill set of the financial markets. So when we have 200 educators that are vetted by someone like that, I trust that judgment, not because I'm in the academy, but because documentation beats conversation every day. And I know that I can go find their consistent proven results. And the thing I love about our live streaming platform, you guys, is that not only are they telling us what's happening in the market and in the real market of crypto, they're showing us. Then they're showing us how to go see it for ourselves. And then they're telling us, listen, I'm doing this, so feel free to do it with me. Again, I don't know about you, but I'm not about to go talk to my broke cousin John, who doesn't understand crypto, asking him if it's a good idea to buy Bitcoin right now. My cousin John doesn't know. So I tell people, like I tell myself every day, I need to stay around people that have what I want. I want a 9-figure portfolio and I'm coming for that thing. So I need to stay around people like that. But you guys, the most powerful piece is community. Money making is a team sport. You do not get to $1 million by yourself. And that part right there is critical for me, because on the days that I was seriously being a busy mom, I would get a notification to my phone from my community saying, listen, guys, this project is at, 2 cents. This is where it's going. You make your judgment if you're going to. Sir, I'm coming. Don't you dare leave me behind. Here I come. So, I think the biggest thing for me is the community. Like, too often we're around people, asking them questions that they realistically don't have the answer to. And then when we were talking about $199 investment, listen, I've done a lot of silly things with $199, like eat it up at Morton Steakhouse because I love me some carbs, them on ground potatoes. Whew. So when it was $199 to get access to a community, and for my people that give us the rebuttal of, well, YouTube has a lot of stuff. That's great. That's great. But I'm not going to leave my wealth at the hands of a stranger, first of all. But more importantly, a person that I don't really know if they have those kind of results. I don't really know if they take losses in the market because I don't get to see that. I prefer a live streaming platform where I get to see them making their moves and where they're 100% transparent. If the market is dipping, it's dipping. Do we need to get out? Yes or no? And if so, now we have wise counsel on where to turn around and put our money. I'm not leaving my wealth at the hands of no YouTuber, and I rest my case with that. I would pay just for the access. That's really why I'm here.
I'm gonna say this, and I always say this. I need to go buy me a mic so I can drop it, because there's nothing else really to add. Listen, folks, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please like and then subscribe. Like this video, subscribe. If you want more information, contact the person who put you on this video. If no one put you on this video, join our Crypto Coaching for Women community, cryptocoachforwomen.com. And we'll be happy to connect you with somebody who can put you into the game. All you got to do is say, I'm ready, coach. I'm ready. Throw me into the game. And that's pretty much what we all did. And we now have multiple zeros behind our names because of it. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for another fun edition. And this one was wild, y'all. I can't wait to see this replay. But another fun edition to Crypto and Coffee. If you want to see any of our old videos, check us out on YouTube at Crypto Coaching for Women, and invite a friend next time you come. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.